next on All Access.
Always good to come back and see this guy.
Throws down the middle, caught by Burton, running room to the outside as he carries to the 30. Continues down the sideline, it's 15, away from a defender. Touchdown, Patriots!
See the stiff arm go? You see the stiff arm go?
Really nice shot. And Folk's kick driven to the upright. That kick has the accuracy, it has the distance, it has the points.
You out of football? Are you looking at this as sort of like a rebirth of your career?
You don't take anything for granted. So every time I go out there, I try to enjoy it, have a great time with it.
Like a lot of people seem to say about me, they're like, oh, you're a Renaissance man. There's a lot more to me and to other guys that you see on the field. We're normal people, and we got lives and we got other things we like to do. It's all connected.
Yeah, that crowd's a very pro-Buffalo crowd. I don't think there'll be too many Patriot fans sneaking in there, but we'll need to play our best football, and that's what we're working to do.
Look at them go, 6 in a row as another Patriots win vaults them near the top of the conference. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access, presented by GEICO. I'm Steve Burton. New England's hard-fought win over the Titans sets up a Monday night matchup in Buffalo, where the 8-4 Patriots visit the 7-4 Buffalo Bills. It's a game with major postseason implications. We'll preview the Bills, but before we do, let's look back at the sights and sounds from their win over Tennessee.
Brisket on game day!
Brisket! Go Titans!
Titans up, baby. Always good to come back and see this guy.
Hey man, respect the hell out of you.
What's up, the other Josh? Here, youngster, get in here. Rock and roll.
The 30-goal snap to Jones. He throws a lob back corner of the end zone right. Pass on target, on time. It's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A perfect throw over Kevin Byard.
It's a 4-yard touchdown. That's a big drive right there.
Hey, keep it going. Good job. Good play, man.
And now Bullock to attempt a 44-yarder toward the lighthouse.
Here we go. He's going to miss.
The kick airborne to the upright. And it's no good. Takes the snap. He drops back. He's pressured. He moves up. He's rolling right. Mac Jones will carry across the 10 into the slide.
Field goal! Field goal! Field goal! Field goal!
The kick is driven to the uprights, and the kick is good.
We gotta finish these drives! 3's not enough! Let's go!
Jones is back in the pocket, throws down the middle, caught by Burton, running room to the outside as he carries to the 30. Continues down the sideline, it's 15, away from a defender. Touchdown, Patriots! Good job, KB. Hey, that's what we need to pop it open, all right? Let's go.
Good job, fellas! Good job! Keep it going! When we do the details right, they can't stop us. See the stiff arm go? You see the stiff arm go?
Really nice job.
See the fronts. All right, trust your eyes.
Toss to the right for Damian Harris. Runs behind blockers, up ahead at the 5. And in Undeterred, touchdown, Patriots!
Nice job. Way to go.
All right, fellas, that's what we thought it was going to be right there. Good job of grinding it out. Shut out in the second half. All right, so once again, no turnovers. We tried the percentage of winning up there. All right, 4 turnovers on defense. So, where is my man? Where's KB? Hey! Good fundamentals. Just good fundamentals.
Time now for the plays of the week. Scott Zolak, Coach Belichick joins me. And Coach, I'm going to ask you later in the show about field position, but you got a good example of it right here on the kickoff. Talk us through this.
Well, field position was really big for us in the Tennessee game. We had a big advantage there, and this is part of the reason for it. There was a kickoff in the third quarter that Tennessee had been returning the ball to the boundary over here. We were kicking the ball into this area of the field, and this is one where they tried to bring back to the field and create a big play. You can see on our coverage how we're trying to squeeze the field off, and we don't have any defenders over here kind of in this third of the field, and that's where they're trying to get to. But Cody Davis does a really good job here coming from the backside, squeezing us down, chasing it down, and then Brandon Bolden sets the edge up here on the top of the screen, and we end up coming down and making the tackle here inside the 20-yard line to create some great field position for the defense. So this is a big factor in the game, and our kickoff coverage was good. We kicked off a lot, and they covered well.
All right, moving on. 4th and goal play. Now, this play doesn't happen unless your team captain, Devin McCourty, doesn't have the help of the run stuff there on third down to set it up. Talk us through this, the interception.
Yeah, Devin and Kyle Duggar made a big play on the previous play to create this 4th and goal situation. It's one of the things that Tennessee likes to do is they have a very athletic quarterback in Tannehill, and they like to have plays where he moves out of the pocket, maybe have some kind of run-pass option this way with a pattern, but at the same time, if it's open, he can go ahead and run it in. So they send a crossing pattern here from the backside and try to run off here and run the receiver across the formation into the flat. And so you'll see that Adrian Phillips picks up the crosser here. This is Mills in the back of the end zone. This is JC taking the crosser from the other side of the field. And Devin is free here and does a nice job of reading Tannehill, and staying at home here, staying in the middle of formation. Hightower's got the back that's checking through here. This is a good job by High coming in there and taking out one of his outlets. And then Devin does a nice job right here, reacting to the throw, getting his hand on it. It's kind of a little bit similar to the Cleveland play from a couple of weeks ago, but this time it goes into JC's hands, and JC makes the interception. But again, a good team defensive play with Judon and Godshaw pulling up the quarterback, Hightower taking the outlet pass, Phillips taking the receiver to the flat, JC and Mills doing a good job here on their coverage in the end zone, and then Devin, again, just having the good awareness like he always does to get his hand on the ball there and help break it up, and JC makes the pick.
Phenomenal spacing by the defense right there. All right, we're going to go to Kendrick Bourne's touchdown, not the big long one with the pillback block by Myers, but you're down and tight. Things happen quickly. You got to make fast decisions. Talk us through this blitz Tennessee's thrown at you.
Right, so it's 3rd and goal on the 4. First series here after the really big field position exchange there, punts. And we're in a 3rd down formation here, and Brandon Bolden motions out of the backfield. And on that motion, they kind of switch their alignment here and bring a linebacker up to the line of scrimmage and run an all-out blitz. So Tennessee's bringing 6 players, and we only have 5 to block. So we have somebody coming free, and that's the blitzer at the top of the screen. So Mac recognizes that, and Mac's job now is he has to get the ball off before this free guy gets him, because we have 5-on-5 in here. We can't block him. The blitz adjustment on this one is throw to Bourne here in the back of the end zone. So Bourne comes up and runs an outside route. Mac really makes a good throw here. And KB, great concentration, great job finishing on the catch.
That doesn't come overnight. That's with a ton of reps. I remember being up top at training camp watching you guys throw this endlessly down in the red area practices.
Right. Yeah. Really good throw, good catch. Really well executed play against a good blitz that got there in a hurry. We just had to beat it, and Mac did a great job.
All right, Coach. That's 6 in a row. Best time of the week for me. They call that a heater. Good luck against Buffalo.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
All right. There's your plays of the week. See you next time.
Coming up on All Access.
A visit with Steady Eddie kicker Nick Folk.
Trying to get as many wins as we can, but right now, trying to keep it rolling.
And later, Patriots owner Robert Kraft was the recipient of a very heartfelt gift. You won't believe what he does in return.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Pepsi. That's what I like. Pepsi, official soft drink of the New England Patriots.
Hi, this is Mac Jones. Happy Hanukkah, Patriots fans.
I'm Lauren Spencer with your Week 13 Patriots Social Media Minute. Kendrick Bourne had himself a day recording 2 touchdowns in the Patriots win, one of which was good enough for toe drag swag honors from Nate Burleson on Monday's episode of Good Morning Football.
Their pieces together. Shout out to Kendrick Bourne. This was my toe drag swag moment.
Nick Folk also turned in quite the performance on Sunday. He tied the team record for most 50-yard field goals in a season, which was previously set by this guy. Yes, that is Steven Gostkowski in the crowd. He took in Sunday's game as a fan in celebration of his son's birthday. Also in attendance was MLS Goalkeeper of the Year and New England Revolution star Matt Turner. He served as the Patriots' honorary captain ahead of the Revs playoff game Tuesday night. That's all for this week. I'm Lauren Spencer.
Meaningful games in December. That's what the Patriots have achieved to date. Dan Roach tells us that Monday night in Buffalo will be just that.
We need everybody's best on Monday night in Buffalo. We're going to need that, all right?
Thanks to their 6-game winning streak, the Patriots have given themselves a chance, an opportunity to play in big games down the stretch.
Basically just focusing on the next game and doing our best to prepare and go out there and beat whoever we're playing, which is this week the Bills.
Yes, for the 8-4 Pats, it's on to the 7-4 Bills in Buffalo on a Monday night stage.
It's a division opponent on the road, Monday Night Football. We're both neck and neck right there in the standings. So, I mean, it's definitely a defining game for both teams.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
The Bills swept the season series last year for the first time this century. That included a 38-9 thrashing on a December Monday night where Josh Allen threw 4 touchdown passes, 3 of them to Stephon Diggs. Not pretty.
They swept you guys last season and, they won the division. Do you think about that? Is that a motivating thing, or is it just kind of something like, hey, we just got to worry about one game?
Well, now I'm thinking about it. You just reminded me that they swept us.
Sorry.
No, I mean, honestly, it has no bearing on Monday night.
One thing that may have a bearing on the Pats defense, safety Kyle Duggar. He was placed on the COVID list this week. And one thing we definitely know about Monday night, the Buffalo Crazies will be out in full force.
And there'll be some Patriot fans there Monday night, but you got to think twice how loud you want to yell as a Patriot fan when you're in the stands in Buffalo. There's going to be a lot of rowdy Buffalo fans, not just during the game. When our buses roll in 3.5 hours before the game, there's going to be middle finger. We're going to get everything.
So just how close are these two teams? Well, they're tied for second in the NFL with takeaways at 25 each. And they're 1-2 in scoring differential. The Patriots at plus 146, the Bills at plus 144. For Patriots All Access, I'm Dan Roach.
All right, Roachy, thank you very much for joining me now as Patriots kicker Nick Folk. And right out of the gate, how's it going?
It's good. It's great. Just taking it one day at a time, one game at a time, one kick at a time, and trying to get as many wins as we can. But right now, trying to keep it rolling.
Your numbers are staggering. Are you aware? It's the 5th time this year you've kicked at least 4 field goals in a game. You aware of that?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. I think the whole team would like to score a bunch more touchdowns. So, but I just try to do my part, whatever I can to help this team win. And if that's going out kicking 4+ field goals a game, or if it's kicking none and kicking extra points, that's kind of where we got to be. So just trying to do what I can.
What's it like, you're out of football to come back and do as well as you're doing? Are you looking at this as sort of like a rebirth of your career?
A little bit. I mean, I guess when you're younger, you can take a little bit of things for granted because you can think it's going to be there. But now, have been out for a little bit there, you don't take any of it for granted. Just the locker room time with the guys, the meetings, the playing, and all that stuff. So every time I go out there, I try to enjoy it, have a great time with it, do what I can, do what I know I can do, and have fun doing it, and do my part to help this team win.
Yeah, but back in 2018, you weren't in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you come back and you've gotten better. What's been your secret? How have you improved?
I don't know if it's a secret. It's just trying to make sure that I can continually do and be consistent at kicking a football. And I've got a great operation with Jake and Joe. They do a great job day in, day out. So that's kind of, I just have a lot of trust and faith in them so that I can go do my part to help the team, get points on the board.
Bill Belichick came out and said, I have learned a lot about kicking from Nick Folk. When you hear a guy like that say that,
it's special. We have talks out of practice, or about weather, about conditions, about the field. So we talk about a whole mess of things, just to kind of. And I can pick his brain as far, he's been doing it for such a long time that he's seen great kickers come through, what they've been successful at, how they've kind of done it, and I can take little nuggets from that as well. So I think the big part of it is just we have great communication, not only him and I, but the team. We were able to all talk and communicate and pick each other to kind of what's going on. I talk with Jake all the time about what's going on, what he feels on the field during a punt, so we can kind of talk about what's going on field goal wise. So a lot of it's just really good communication, and trying to pick little nuggets here and there to help improve my game. And I'm sure he's picking my brain all the time to help, for him to continue doing what he does best, and that's coach football.
Good luck on Monday night.
Thank you so much.
Nick Folk, our guest. We'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
Meet the Haley family. Mom Kelly, Dad Ron, brother JP, sister Kira, and Catherine, age 14, who has brain cancer. She is a patient at Mass General Brigham, and thanks to the Kraft family's generosity, she and her family stayed in a room at Christopher's Haven during treatment. Catherine and her family came to Gillette Stadium to personally thank Robert Kraft.
Dear Mr. Kraft, I wrote this down as I get nervous and I don't want to forget anything. Mr. Kraft, I made this for you to say thank you. I hope you will remember how important your generosity is to my family.
Am I allowed to give you a hug?
Yes, you are.
Can I give you a little surprise that you don't know? Come with me. To the Super Bowl, you get one of these. You're gonna go to the Super Bowl this year, because these are our 2 little tickets for you. I hope these aren't too big for you to carry.
It's overwhelming. We came here not for anything but to say thank you, because that apartment was our home. To come here to just see Mr. Kraft was amazing. It was important to say thank you, but to get tickets, that wasn't expected. Our little gesture helps him know that, to keep doing what he's doing, because it is impactful.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time to sit down and have coffee with the coach, and Coach Belichick joins me now. And Coach, the Titans game. You guys got 4 turnovers off those Titans. You didn't turn the football over at all. Is it fair to say it just simply came down to that?
Well, that certainly had a lot to do with it. It was good to make a couple 4th down stops too, which kind of count as turnovers, the goal line stop, and then the 4th and 10 stop at the end of the game prior to our final touchdown. So, when you combine those all together, that's it's a lot of extra possessions, and so that was good for us. There were certainly some things we need to do better and improve on this week for Buffalo, but good to get the win and good to get those turnovers.
All right, as we look at the Bills and as you look at the Bills, you guys got a great traveling fan base. You can hear the Patriots fans on the road, especially in games that you win. They come down to the bottom section there. Not the case in Buffalo. Love the trip to Orchard Park, especially the bus ride. How much emphasis do you put on that in practice, that this is going to be a different environment than other games?
Well, we'll definitely do the best we can to make it as hostile and noisy as we can to prepare for it. But that crowd's a very pro Buffalo crowd. I don't think there'll be too many Patriot fans sneaking in there, but we'll appreciate the ones that do. But yeah, it'll be a great environment Monday night. We're looking forward to it, and obviously a huge challenge to play a great football team in their home stadium. With a lot of energy in the stands. So. We'll need to play our best football, and that's what we're working to do.
All right, Coach, they don't call it Bills Mafia for any reason, right? Time now for the Ace Ticket Twitter question of the week, and it comes from @AndyM. Wants to ask you about the stiff arm. You've commented on Jakob Johnson, I think it was against the Jets, Kendrick Bourne. There's a certain art to it because you bring in sort of the referees, you could be touching a face mask, but how do you coach that? How do you teach that? What's the art of the stiff arm?
It's a lot about strength and timing and the position, the leverage that you have on the defender. But really what the runner's trying to do is prevent the defender from getting close enough to really wrap up and tackle him. And, there's certain things that the runner's allowed to do and in terms of put his hand on the face mask but not grab it and so forth. And so it's, really about the timing of keeping a tackler off your body and off your legs. And defensively, in making that tackle, whether it's in the kicking game or on defense, if the runner gives you a good stiff arm, then you have to find a way to defeat that and get into his body. So it's it's a technique within a game within a game, and technique within a technique that you have to have an answer for if your opponent's stiff arming you, but it gives you a way if you have the ball to try to gain some extra yardage, and Kendrick Bourne did a good job of that in the Titans game down the sideline there, and stiff arm Brown and went in for the touchdown. So hopefully we can continue to use it effectively.
Great job keeping us balanced. We're going to ask the coach a question. You have to follow the team on Twitter, hashtag it AskBB. We'll be back with the Bellustrator. Take a look at probably a Josh Allen scramble or two, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
All right, there you go. More Patriots All Access. We'll return after this, and then we'll have the Bellustrator for you.
Coming up on Patriots All Access.
Meet Patriots Renaissance man Justin Bethel.
I'm going to be making some asparagus risotto.
But in this play here,
Later,
we'll watch out.
Bill Belichick spotlights the NFL's #1 defense on the Bellustrator.
You can see how quickly he closes in there on Lawrence. Lawrence doesn't have a chance to get out.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Ace Ticket, where New England fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit aceticket.com. By Dan O'Brien Auto. Come into any Dan O'Brien Auto Group store today and get your awesome protection plan. Keeping it awesome. By AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up. Reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL. And by Gillette. Look good. Game good. Gillette. The best a man can get. This player profile is brought to you by Pepsi.
Welcome back to All Access presented by GEICO. Justin Bethel is in his 3rd year with the Patriots and is a core member of the special teams unit. But as our cameras found out this offseason, Bethel is much more than just a football player.
He was the total epitome of the Renaissance man, the universal man, the person who is able to see all sorts of things in life.
Like a lot of people seem to say about me, they're like, oh, you're a Renaissance man. There's a lot more to me and to other guys that you see on the field. We're normal people, and we got lives and we got other things we like to do. It's all connected. Drums is my main instrument. Just kind of came easy to me, and I think I always kind of had that love for music just because I grew up watching my dad do it, my mom was part of it. It was kind of easy for us to just fall into it. I was able to keep it going as I got older. So we all grew up playing instruments. It keeps me really close with my family, my dad, my brothers, my mom. You know, it's something that my whole family has in common that, you know, we always kind of revolve around, and it's always going to be a part of our family. I love football, but I also really love playing the drums.
Music is a communicator. We're talking and doing music together, all of it flows, so it's an awesome thing. You know, working with my sons, Justin and Gabriel, yeah, it's great.
My oldest brother plays piano and Justin plays drums. Kind of where the name House of Bethel came from, that we all grew up in the house playing music together.
This is House of Bethel. A band started in the House of Bethel. That's Justin Bethel. And I'm Gabriel Bethel.
Don't let anybody shoot down things you enjoy. For me, you know, being a musician and a football player, a lot of times athletes get coined as, you know, you're an athlete, that's all you need to worry about, that's what you do. But that's not who I am. There's so many more things that you can do, like I love music. Making some asparagus risotto with some like pan-seared chicken. We'll see how it turns out. So growing up, I think it kind of just started because of my dad, because growing up, my dad was the one who usually did most of the cooking. So I kind of like, I think it's just like kind of following in his footsteps. The first love would definitely be music. This would be a second or third. That's the thing, you know, we like watching other stuff, doing other things, going places, everything kind of. I mean, I think it's important for me, it's important for anybody really. Just football doesn't last forever, especially because it's a stressful job. It's very demanding. We're just normal people who just got a job that kind of puts us in the forefront of stuff. So I think it's important, I like it. I mean, okay, there you go. Bone spice the tea, baby. I had done some modeling stuff back in the day, so the opportunity arose. We were like sitting down in our chairs chilling, and he was like, hey, you wanna walk in this? I was like, sure, why not? I felt more nervous about that when I was getting to the edge. It's like, okay, here's your turn. And it's different because when you walk out, you're usually the only person out there and they're focused on you. You don't got no helmet on. You're just trying to go out there and do your thing. And they're right there. Like if this is the aisle, they're literally a couple feet away from you. So that it was cool. I definitely right before I walked, it was like, ooh, it's like a little bit of butterflies. Like, okay, here we go. Whew. And that was one of the reasons I did it. It gives you a chance to do something different out of your comfort zone. I think for me, a big thing it does is kind of help separate, you know, football and the rest of your life. I think that helps me to kind of be able to keep everything in focus, keep my mind right, and help me to do what I need to do.
Hi, I'm Kendrick Bourne of the New England Patriots. I want to wish all Patriots fans a very happy Hanukkah.
Slot to the far side left is Lee.
On 1st and 10, it is Martin again inside the 15, inside the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Curtis Martin. 20-yard run.
Direct snap to Brady. Stands in, fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Benjamin Watson. Brady takes the shotgun snap. Stands in, fires, end zone. Touchdown, Benjamin Watson.
Firing down the middle pass is intercepted by Devin McCourty. Runs it left 25-30. Goodbye! Oh! Pick six, Devin McCourty!
Welcome back to Patriots All Access. Time now for the Bellustrator. 4 good looks at the Buffalo Bills. Starts with their tight end Knox here, Coach. It's spread formation. Walk us through it.
Well, Buffalo does a good job mixing their formations up, and they'll bring them in tight, but they'll also split them out wide. Really, you can see how far extended just the whole Kansas City defense is here. This is Knox in the number 2 position down at the bottom of the screen. But as usual, a lot of these plays really start with Allen, and so here Kansas City's got a decent pass rush on them, and they're trying to mirror him here with one of their rushers, one of the pass rushers. Allen gets out and extends. Here comes the mirror player, and then as Allen gets out, he sees Knox. Knox adjusts his route from running this out route down here and turns it up, and you can see Allen puts it right on the money for an easy 50-yard touchdown. So this is really going to be important for us to do a good job on the quarterback. Obviously, doing a good job on the receivers, and just being disciplined on our assignments, whether we're in man, zone, in the short part of the field, the deep part of the field, or part of the pass rush. Really being disciplined to be able to stop Allen and his whole crew. They're very, very dangerous. They pretty much score from everywhere on the field.
Yeah, it's a pretty savvy play by Knox there for a big guy, too. 2 big guys making a big play. Speaking
Right.
of big guys, Josh Allen against the Dolphins. And you played against scrambling quarterbacks, but this guy's pretty big for a guy that can run.
Yeah, he's really a running back there. When he gets loose, he's a hard guy to tackle. He's fast, and he's got good quickness. He can make guys miss, and he can run over them too. So, the Dolphins are in man-to-man coverage here. So they have an extra guy here that's kind of helping helping on the inside routes on the top of the screen. Everybody else is locked up in a man-to-man coverage, and it's a 4-man rush. And you can see there's some space in the rush there. Allen recognizes the coverage, and there he goes. So there's 10, 20, makes a move in the open field. No sliding here. So that's 30. 35-yard scramble. So this guy's really a problem. He's an excellent passer. He reads and sees things well. And then when he takes off and runs, that's a problem too. So this is a really, explosive team and a dynamic quarterback.
Sure. Now we're going to take a look at the front here. They're giving a look of blitz. I think they're going to back out. A lot of familiar names up front. They get pressure with 4 here.
Yeah, this is Addison over here on the defensive left side. Of course, this is, as you said, Edmonds and Milano up in the line of scrimmage, faking the blitz. Lou Talele here. Oliver here, and Jerry Hughes over here. So a really good pass rush in front. These guys are active. They can win one-on-ones. They do a good job running games. And again, Milano and Edmonds, they'll be up there and come. They'll be up there and drop out. Just put a lot of pressure on the offensive line in terms of sorting out who's who. But in this play here, we'll watch Addison come off the offensive left side. Does a nice job of transition, and you can see how quickly he closes in there on Lawrence. Lawrence doesn't have a chance to get out.
It's almost like a Garrett Clowney type move, or Matt Judon. And seems like Jerry Hughes has been there for 20 years.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and they got a new guy, Russo here.
So Russo's their first-round pick out of the University of Miami. Big, long kid, gives some depth at defensive end. And here's Mahomes, who's we know how good he is at changing his delivery and working the ball around, big defensive linemen and linebackers and all that to get it out here to his skill guys. Not this guy. Russo does a nice job of being in the passing lane, getting in there, batting it up in the air, and then finding it and, makes heck of an interception. So it's sacks, it's batted balls, it's pressures, it's interceptions. It's a lot of big plays from this defense. They're the top-ranked defense in the league, and this will be a big challenge for us on Monday night.
If you like competition, no other place you'd rather be in Orchard Park on a Monday night, right?
That's right.
All right, Coach, good luck. Go get them. There's your Bellastrator. More Patriots All Access. We'll return right after this.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Pepsi. That's what I like. Pepsi, official soft drink of the New England Patriots.
It's a high school football smorgasbord. Beginning at noon on TV 38, watch as 6 high school football teams are crowned champions.
Oh my goodness! Boston interception!
Memories of a lifetime will be made as the teams compete on the same field as the New England Patriots.
Wide open Giannis. Can he make them this? Oh, with ease.
It's a football feast. Saturday beginning at noon on TV 38.
Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone, in our Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. 36-13 win over the Titans. Was it really a 36-13 game?
I mean, probably not, but I thought the Patriots, even though the game was relatively tight, I thought the Patriots were in control. I always like the Patriots' chances when they're playing from in front. I think they're a hard team to play catch up against. But there were some signs, Mike. I mean, giving up 270 yards rushing is not obviously. I know a lot of times we like to say, well, that was part of the game plan. Yeah. I don't think it was part of the game plan. I think that the Titans had some physicality up front that gave the Patriots some trouble.
I thought it was definitely closer than 36-13. No doubt. At halftime, I remember 16-13, and I remember tweeting at the time, like, they're in a precarious spot here. Mm-hmm. They're having trouble running the ball, the Patriots were. They're having trouble stopping the run. And I think my thought at the time was turnovers in the red zone will determine the game. So the turnovers, I thought, helped bail the Patriots out.
Not only that, they made adjustments, which is what I like to see this team do in the second half. All right, so now they got to go to Buffalo. Monday Night Showdown up in Buffalo. Hostile environment. Now, this team really hasn't played in a hostile environment yet this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, they're perfect on the road, so you want to say, well, they've gone away from home and they've been able to come back with wins. But think about, Mike, some of the places they've been and how many Patriots fans have been in the stands.
Right.
The Chargers game, the Panthers game, the Falcons, even Houston. There were a lot of Patriots fans that have traveled with this team. I don't think you're going to see a lot of Flying Elvis in the stands in Buffalo.
You're going to see a lot of different things in the stands from Bill's Mafia, and they might be coming to get me after that comment. Nothing like this, from the environment to the weather. We might have some snow Monday night. To me, this is the ultimate test for this team. They are physically and mentally tough, Paul. Like, I feel the Patriots are. That will be put to the test in this situation.
What concerns you most about the Buffalo Bills?
Well, I think they're a pretty balanced team, on offense and defense. I think that they're pretty good on both sides of the ball. But I would say Josh Allen's ability to just get hot and do things that you might have the right defense against, and he's talented enough to still make some plays. I think he can hurt you with his legs, Mike, and certainly with his arm as well.
And I'm going to build off what Paul said, but sort of flip it to the Patriots. Where I think they might have an Achilles heel here is their depth in the secondary. So Titans ran for 270. That was a run defense game. To me, this is a pass defense game. Yeah. And Miles Bryant, their third corner, coming in for John Jones, who is out for the year, struggled, I thought, the last couple weeks. And they're going to be a lot of 3 receiver packages against the Bills. Sanders, Beasley, Diggs. Pretty good trio.
Absolutely.
To me, that would be the concern.
So all that being said, prediction time.
I can't wait for this one. I think it's a fascinating matchup, and I think Mike talked about all the different variables in the passing game for Buffalo, and I'm really anxious to see how the Patriots defense, the strides they've made from early in the year. The last time they saw an offense like this was Dallas. And I think that this is a chance for like that, but I like the momentum, and I'm riding it. 27-24 Patriots.
Well, I'm actually surprised. I thought you were going to go the other way. And to me, I wonder if this game has some similarities to when the Patriots went down to Tennessee before a bye, when I thought they were rolling a couple years ago and they lost. And so I'm going to actually go the other way. I'm going to pick the Bills. I think the weather's going to be a factor. I think Mac in the passing game, I think, to me, I think the Bills might just have a little bit more, 20-16.
I'm going with Paul.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Steve's on my side.
I think
so
they come
I
back
got it.
9-4. That's all I'm saying. I think
It
they
should
come
be a
back
great
9
game.
and 4.
Should be a great
No
one.
question about it. All right, Mike. Unusual.
Yeah,
Good stuff
shocked him. I
indeed.
knew I was going to surprise him.
Absolutely.
Surprised me.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody.